Hey besties, what is up? Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Bridget and today I'm so excited to start this video. For this video, I will be letting this wheel decide how much I'm reading for an entire week. I feel like I've been really slacking on my reading lately, and I'm hoping that this will help me get through books faster and just read more. That's the thing. It's not that I'm not getting through books fast enough. It's that I'm not sitting down to read. I'm just scrolling on TikTok. That is the problem. Here's the wheel. I'm going to use the little expo marker that it came with and write some page numbers. I'm gonna start with 50 and then go up from there. I don't know exactly how many can end up being on here, but I'm gonna go 50, 100, 150, you know how it is. I'm gonna do that really quick and we're gonna just get literally right into it because I want to start reading immediately. That was actually a lot more difficult to write one-handed than I thought it would be, and especially because it's like spinny, you know? I did start off, I put number 50 and then I went all the way up to 350 and then I added a spin again because I did not want to write 400. There's no way I could read 400 pages in a day without doing nothing else, which is just not realistic for the week. If I get 350, it's gonna be a rough day. Without further ado, let's see how many pages we're reading today. I'm scared. Anyone else scared? 200. Okay. That's a pretty good amount. I think we can do it. I think that would also finish the book that I'm currently reading. This is the book that I'm currently reading. That is Winston, if you've never met him before. Can you say hi to the people? Oh, he just is so cozy. Can you see how cozy he is? Oh my gosh. I wish that I were my dog. Back to business though. I am currently reading 14 Ways to Die by Vincent. I'm about halfway through, so this is the perfect book to have to read 200 pages in. I'm really enjoying this so far. It's super fast paced. It's a YA mystery. I'm actually reading it for a video that should probably be up by now, by the time you're watching this one. So check it out if you want to know more about this book and why I'm reading it. But it's super out of my comfort zone and I'm really enjoying it. So this is the first book that I'll be reading this week, and yeah, I guess I'll keep you updated. I should also add, it's currently 3 p.m. and I have to read 200 pages. Cool. Sick. I am currently on page 143. I'm officially halfway through. I've read 100 pages. It's 5 o'clock. I normally read like 50 pages an hour. So I do have 2 more hours and 100 more pages to go. Not me actually tearing up from this YA thriller. It does talk about grief. So there's one part that they didn't even talk about it for very long and my eyes are already watering. I am just so easily affected by other people's emotions. I'm gonna cry. Like, I just imagine putting myself in the husband's the now widow. Is widow only for women? I don't know. Well, the dad, they talked about it and I just like, oh, want to cry for him. But this is really good and it's so fast paced and I'm absolutely eating it up so quickly. I don't know if I talked about this in this video, but I don't normally read mystery thrillers. I have read them and I do enjoy the ones that I have read, but I've just been reading mostly romance, fantasy lately. Fiction, general fiction too, I guess. And I don't know, is this book making me want to read more? But I am just kind of thinking about like other plot lines, I guess, for mystery thriller books. And I'm like, I don't want to read about that much death. So I fear I won't be reading very many of these books, but for now, I'm having fun. And I read 100 pages and it went by super quick. So it's 5 o'clock now. I'm gonna keep reading until my husband gets off of work, and then we'll probably make some dinner and hang for a bit. But I want to finish my pages for today sooner rather than later. I'd rather get them done so that way I can chill tonight. But yeah, I only have 2 hours left of reading, so it's actually not that bad. I will probably be spinning the wheel earlier tomorrow because this was really late to start this, but I had some work I needed to do this morning. So tomorrow I'm definitely going to spin it earlier in the morning, and I also might start an audiobook. We'll see if that happens. I definitely want to go for a walk tomorrow. So starting an audiobook would be a great way to get some pages in, but also I just need some fresh air, you know? I do love sitting outside on our back porch and reading. I love reading out there with the pups. That's my update for now. I'm gonna finish up the rest of these pages, hopefully soon. It's 8:35 p.m. and I still have 50 pages left and all I want to do is go to sleep. I took a shower, we had dinner, all the things, and now I want to go snooze to bed early and not read 50 more pages. But I refuse to lose on day one, or fail on day one, so I will read 50 more, unfortunately. Also, I have not cleaned up the makeup on my eyes, so just ignore that. In other news, I got my order from Ali Rose Co. Look at the cute new sticker. I got new bookmarks. And we think there's an owl in our backyard. Those are the updates. I'm going to read 50 more pages. I just got to page 343, which means I have officially hit the 200 pages for today. I'm pretty sure I'm just about to find out the whodunit. I'm about to figure out who the killer is. So I might read for a little bit more, but I don't think I'll finish the book today. Yeah, I'm tired. Day one complete, but I am gonna read probably a couple more chapters. But then I'll go to sleep. I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. It is day 2. I look crazy. I literally just woke up. It's 8 a.m. and it's time to spin the wheel. I need to spin the wheel basically immediately today because I need to know what I'm doing today. However many pages I spin will determine what I do today. So I have some actual like work I need to do. That's probably gonna take at least an hour, maybe 2 hours. So I need to do that for sure. And then I also, when I go to the grocery store, I need to drop off some stuff at the donations. But yeah, I have some things that I want to do today. So if I get a low number, I can do those things. But if I get a high number, I probably can't do those things. Let's go spin the wheel. $150. I'm giving that a $150. That's not too bad. That's pretty good, actually. I'm happy with $150. Yeah, I'm definitely giving that a $150. That's actually pretty exciting. So I think I will have time to do some errands. I read about 50 pages an hour, give or take. So that means 3 hours of reading. Not bad at all. I do want to get started right away though, because I only have like maybe 20 pages I think left in this book. So I want to finish this one off this morning and then maybe go do some work and then do anything else and then figure out what book I'm reading next. Please ignore literally the 1 million pillows I have on my reading chair right now. I cleaned them all and oh, Perfect. I was gonna say, I cleaned them all and I was trying to keep them away from the dog so that they wouldn't be covered in dog hair or smell, and here we are. Are you comfy? I don't know how long you guys are gonna stay like this. Oh, you're already falling. Oh god. Okay. What I should do is put you on a book. I don't know. I think if I move, you'll fall over. But hello. It is so much later now. Obviously, I got ready for the day. I did some work on the computer, cleaned the sheets, doing some laundry, vacuumed a little bit, and yeah, then I went to the grocery store and I was gonna drop off all of the donations that I need to drop off, and this is really bad. I shouldn't do this because this is a slippery slope, but I decided not to, which means we're getting closer and closer to all of these things staying in my house forever and never actually getting donated. By the end of this week, I hope to have taken them already. Anyway, I did finish reading 14 Ways to Die, and I ended up giving that one 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I was not expecting to like it as much as I did, just because I don't really read thrillers these days, but I really enjoyed it. It was fast-paced, it was fun, it was quick, it was enjoyable. So definitely recommend if you like YA thrillers, check that one out. And I had to decide what book to read next, and I have so many good options right now. I recently went to the store and got like 4 new releases that I'm so excited about, and I decided to pick one of those. I do have an entire TBR. I have 5 books for the month of April that I want to try to read, and I haven't touched any of them yet. After this book, I need to read a TBR book. I decided to pick up Our Infinite Fates. This is the Barnes & Noble edition. This is what the actual hardcover looks like. It's stunning. It says, "Maybe that's all love is in the end, an endless tempting of fate." This says it's a mix between The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue and This Is How to Lose the Time War. I haven't read any of those books, but I've heard good things about both of those books. I just have heard amazing things also about this book, so I'm really excited to read it. Also, if you can see, they're like gold edges. That's stunning. I will be honest, I was expecting this to be a little bit more like fantasy vibes, and it's a lot more, I'm assuming, what The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue is like, where it's like magical realism situation. But I'm already on page 38. Ooh, yeah, look at the end papers. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm already on page 38, so I'm gonna try to get to page 125 in this today, because I did read 25 pages to finish up the last book. I'm gonna read what the cover says. "They've loved each other in 1,000 lifetimes. They've killed each other in every one." Basically, the female main character and the male main character have like a soul bond, soul tie or something. There isn't really an explanation of what is going on with them, but basically, if one of them passes away, then the other one also passes away, and they're like resurrecting into new people across the world every time they pass away. They remember, once they turn like 8 or so, they remember their past lives, and in every life, they've killed each other. I also just want to say that I don't feel good today. I have quite the headache, and I don't know what that's about, but I keep trying to chug water. That's also why I'm currently in bed. I will continue reading, and I want to try to get done with these pages as early as I can. Oh, okay. I have to go hear a story from my husband now. It may not seem like it has been any time at all for you. This is gonna fall. It may not seem like it's been much time at all for you, but it's 9:30 p.m. now. I am back in bed. I just finished reading my pages. We actually had dinner, and then went out and got some Froyo. But I did make it to page 137. Let me check. Yeah, I'm now on page 136 of Our Infinite Fates, and I'm really enjoying it so far. And I also read the 25 pages in the last book, so I am well over 150 pages for the day. Definitely, I felt like I just kept wanting to read one more chapter in this book, which is why I went over. I could probably keep reading if I weren't so tired. And now I must go to sleep. Before I go, I'm also like halfway through this book now, and I wasn't expecting it to be so emotional, and I already know that this book is going to destroy me. I've already cried once, and I think I'm going to cry a lot in this book. But yeah, that's it for today. I hit my reading goal, so I will see you guys tomorrow for another spin of the wheel. Hopefully you can see okay, but it's obviously the next day, and I'm here to spin the wheel again. I just want to say, if you are watching this far, clearly we're besties. So ignore the fact that I'm wearing literally a shirt that I wear to sleep normally, and it has stains on it, and I'm wearing pajama pants. I have so much editing work to do and just like computer work to do today. I showered, got ready, whatever, and then put these back on. So have a little respect, okay? But anyway, you guys should be the besties, so hopefully you don't care. Like I said, I have so much editing to do today and so much just computer work to do today. So hopefully I'll get a low number. I'm really hoping that I get like 50. That's what I'm hoping for. 50 or 100 would be incredible. But if not, obviously we'll figure it out. It is 11 a.m. We woke up and went for a walk this morning, and then I got the ube mochi pancakes from Trader Joe's. So good. Got them yesterday. They're finally back, like in season at Trader Joe's. So I made those this morning. I also cleaned the kitchen. Much needed. Did lots of dishes actually. But we're here. I need to spin the wheel and see what we're working with today. I'm nervous. Oh, I'm scared. I don't know what color it is that we're trying to get. Oh God. Did I just get 300? No, I got 350. I genuinely don't think that I can. Oh no. Okay, well this calls for an energy drink today. I'm going to try my best. That is so unfortunate for me. I was really hoping for a 50 today. Okay. Well, if I can read this many pages, that means I'm definitely finishing Our Infinite Fates today. Pray for me. I really need to get some work done though, so I'm gonna go try to get some work done, and then we'll get into reading. But oh boy, this is really unfortunate. 350 pages is crazy. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Okay, we have rearranged today's schedule a little bit. It's almost 2 o'clock. It's 1:45 right now. I've read 0 pages. I did edit for a little bit. I edited like half of the video that I need to edit. I'm gonna take a break because one thing is for sure, I don't think that I can read 350 pages like consecutively. So I'm gonna try to break it up. Like I said earlier this morning, I have also other computer work that I need to do, but that stuff doesn't need to be done today. I could do it tomorrow. So I'm gonna push that stuff to tomorrow. I have to edit today because that video needs to go up tomorrow. So I need to edit. So I'm gonna edit and I'm gonna read, and those are the priorities for the rest of the day. This is going to be really hard, and I fear I'm gonna have to drink an energy drink at like 5 p.m. in order to reach this goal before midnight. This book is really good though, so I am happy that I have an excuse to get to just sit and read it. But still, 350 is crazy. For tracking purposes, I am currently on page 136. There's 343. Let me do some math. I'm not a math genius. That was not my major in college. 343 minus 136. That's 207 pages. So I need to finish this book, and I need to read 143 pages in another book. Oh my god. Okay. Let's get to it then. This book is so cute. Ugh. I love it so much, but it's also like heartbreaking. I just know this is gonna destroy me. Here is the thing. The one thing, if I may. As you saw, I made it to page 200, which is exciting. We love some progress. However, I must give my one qualm about this book. And this isn't this book specific. This is books like this specific, I guess. This book obviously deals with multiple lifetimes, multiple lives for these two characters. And what it's doing is going back and forth between the one timeline that takes place in 2022. It's like the one main timeline that we're following. And then it goes back to earlier lives that they've lived together. So all the way back, I think the earliest one we saw was like in the 1800s. We keep going back in time. So we're stopping the current timeline and the current plot. While I respect and understand how impactful that can be to do that, because obviously this is not the only book that goes back and forth in time, I just don't think that that is for me. It takes me out of the story. It makes me, whenever we go back in time, I just end up reading it as fast as I can and trying to get through it because I want to get back to the main plot line, the main timeline. So that's definitely happening here, and it's getting worse as it goes. I feel less and less like I care about past timelines as the book goes on. I feel like, again, this happens with every book that's written like this. I just want to know what's going on. Give me the story. I don't need entire chapters going back in time. Let me know your thoughts on that down below. Do you agree? Do you like when it goes back in time like that and back and forth? Let me know. But I have reached my at least 50 pages goal, but I want to keep reading right now, so I am going to just keep reading. It is almost 3 o'clock, but I'm gonna read as much as I want to and then go work on the edit when I am not feeling like reading. Please don't let this yummy chicken salad wrap fool you. I am sad. Sitting at my desk, I cracked open an Alani because I already fell asleep on the couch. So I know I'm gonna need that to be able to finish my pages. It's 6 p.m. now. I was sitting at my desk, finishing up the edit of the video, and my husband comes over and he says, "Hey, do you wanna watch a movie tonight?" I start crying because I can't. But on top of that, he never wants to watch movies with me. And tonight, he asked me what I happened to have. I spun a 350. That's all I can do for the rest of the day is read. So that makes me really sad. But he promised that tomorrow we can watch a movie. I'm gonna be very sadly eating this wrap, watching a YouTube video, and then I'll be back on the couch probably to finish reading. I've only read 100 pages. I still have 250 pages to read and it's 6 p.m. So pray for me. It's 10 p.m. I just finished reading Our Infinite Fates. I'll talk more about it tomorrow. We do not have the time today, but I still have 130 something pages I need to read. So I have two new book options. So that last book was not on my April TBR. I mean, I guess technically it was because it was a new release. But anyway, these two books are my current options. These are on my April TBR. I picked them in my April TBR drive video, so if you haven't seen that, go check it out. My first option is Thornhedge by Kingfisher. This is like a fantasy, pretty sure it's like a retelling of some sort. Also, Alan is right there sitting on the couch watching me. Anyway, my other option is The Score by Elle Kennedy. This one would just be like a super fast-paced, obviously hockey romance, which could be good after the very emotional read that I just finished. So yeah, these are the two options. I might actually read both of them potentially tonight. That's the update. I think we're like halfway to reading all the pages I need for today. It is 12:45 p.m. a.m. It's 12 a.m. It's almost 1 a.m. I'm literally so tired. All I want to do is go to sleep. That is all that I want in my life. I just finished reading Thornhedge by Kingfisher. I will talk more about it tomorrow. It was only 114 pages. I'm so tired. With all that said, I have 29 pages left to read. I'm going to finish. I'm determined. But for a girly that goes to sleep at 10 p.m. every night, staying up until 1 a.m. reading, and well, I'm probably going to be up until at least 2 a.m. That is wrong. But now that I finished Thornhedge, I am going to read The Score, because it's a light, fluffy little hockey romance, and that is just what I need right now. It's 1:30 a.m. and I'm finally done. 350 pages later, I'm going to sleep. Normally I hate ending like reading if I don't I want to get to the end of a chapter before I stop reading. I'm not doing that. I read 2 pages into a chapter just to read up to page 29, and now I'm going to sleep. I'm grumpy and I'm sleepy. I'll be so for real. Yesterday sucked. 350 pages sucked. I have the wheel here and I'm terrified of it. I don't want to spin it. I don't want to get another big day. It's 9 a.m. Don't know if you can see that, but it's 9 a.m. I need to spin the wheel now. I can't wait until noon like I did yesterday. Did I get enough sleep? Maybe. Actually, maybe. I probably was like asleep at like 2:15. I'm so scared to spin this wheel. Alan was saying that I should erase the 350 since I already got it because that was too much, and I should put like a spin again or put a 50 or put a like you pick. I think I need to land on it again in order to do that, but I have stuff to do today. I can't have a big number. Hopefully you can see better. I really don't want to do this. Is that 100? Did I get 100? I got 100. I literally could cry. Thank the Lord. Oh, I could do 50 in the morning and then 50 at night. Wow. This is the best news that I've had all week. Also, since I have you, let's talk about the books from last night. First, I finished Our Infinite Fates. I ended up rating this one 5 stars. This was really good. I was not expecting the plot twist at the end. I was not expecting everything to happen the way it ended. And then when you think things are like wrapped up, they're not. I really enjoyed this book. It was very fast-paced. I was very intrigued and confused and just like wanting, not confused in a bad way, but confused in a good way. I really liked the 2 main characters. I loved like the plot, the storyline of her not knowing what was going on and him knowing what was going on. I like the way that it ended. I thought it was beautifully written. There are so many quotes in here that I will definitely be taking with me for the future. I want to like write them down in my reading journal because beautiful. I don't really know what else to say. It was beautifully written and I highly recommend. 5 stars. So good. And then next I ended up reading Thornhedge by Kingfisher. I really didn't know what to expect. I knew that this was some sort of like storybook retelling, and it was. This is a Rapunzel retelling, but instead of following Rapunzel's perspective, it follows like the fairy who basically cursed her or is like making her be stuck in the tower. It's interesting. It's definitely a fun time. It's weird, don't get me wrong. It is definitely weird, but it was fun, and I weirdly enjoyed the world quite a bit, and the whole, like, I liked the main characters. I think it was a very interesting twist to the story, much more entertaining than a retelling who literally, like, it's just the same story written a little different, which I guess that's retelling. But anyway, I enjoyed this. I thought it was really good. I think I'm giving it I think I did a 3.5. But it is kind of hard to judge because it's basically a novella. It's only 115 pages. It can't be that deep, but it was really good. Maybe I'll bump this up to a 4. It did go back in time, which I know I talked about earlier with the Our Infinite Fates, which isn't my favorite thing. However, this book didn't dedicate entire chapters to going back in time. It just dedicated portions of chapters, which I liked better. 4 stars. I enjoyed this. It's a quick, really fast little fantasy to pick up. And the book that I started last night and I finished out my pages in was The Score by Elle Kennedy. I am literally only 30 pages into this book. And again, this one is also on my TBR for the month. This one is the book that bestie Emily picked for me to read this month. It is going to just be a fast-paced hockey romance, which I'm excited for after these past couple books that I've read. That's the update. And now I only have 100 pages to read today, so that is very exciting. I have a lot of work I need to get done, so this is perfect. I feel like I can like go back to sleep now that I know I don't have to read 350 pages again. We can all agree that that was crazy. It is in fact 3:30 p.m. and I haven't read any pages yet today. But I did get basically all of my like computer work done, which is exciting. I'm gonna try to read some of this book. It's 7 p.m. now and I have read up to page 130, so I am all done for today and I am clocking off. Clocking out? I'm clocking out. I need a bit of a reading break, so I'm done. We're probably gonna watch a movie tonight and I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's day 5. I'm in my pajamas. I don't feel good, but we must spin the wheel. Also, it's Saturday. You can only kind of see, but this is the best we're getting today. Oh no. 250? 250. That makes me feel not great. I really, in hindsight, should have done like, ooh, 25, 50, 75, 100. Why did I do them by 50s? I guess I have to read 250 pages of this book. I'm tired. I don't feel good. I just want to watch YouTube videos and crawl into bed with my heating pad. That's what I want. But instead, I'll be reading 250 pages today. I feel so grumpy. Well, I may as well start now, right? I made breakfast and it's still sitting on the counter. It's so far away. I don't know how long my microphone is going to be charged for or last, so I'm going to quickly spin the wheel for the next day. Here we are with my salad and the wheel. So I did end up reading the 250 pages that I needed to read yesterday. I finished reading The Score by Elle Kennedy, gave that one 4 stars. We'll talk about that later. And I started reading Wren in the Holly Library on my Kindle. So I did get to the required pages, but I felt horrible all day long, so didn't vlog. Today, however, sorry, that was not a good enough one. We're gonna do it again. I'm scared. I'm so scared. What is it? 200? Yeah, let's go 200. It's either 150 or 200, but I vote. It's literally right on the line. I'll try to do 200 today. Well, okay, I lied. I'm gonna do 150. I'm so sorry. It was on the line, so I'm picking 150. Okay? I'm gonna read 150 pages of Wren in the Holly Library today. Before I eat my salad, I wanted to quickly talk about The Score by Elle Kennedy. This was the book that bestie Emily picked for me to read this month, and the one I just finished, obviously. It was good. It was in fact a very spicy hockey romance, just like the rest of all of Elle Kennedy's books. This is book number 3 in the Off-Campus series. It was a fun time. I did rate it 4 stars. For what it was, you know? You can't go into this thinking you're gonna get like a Bear Town or something like that. That's just not what this is. But it was really quick, it was really fast paced. I cared about the characters. Definitely her writing gets me to like characters that I wouldn't like. So the male main character in this, I don't think I would normally like, but I did end up falling for him. So this was good if you're looking for a spicy hockey romance. But this is the book that I started last night. I'm literally only like 30 pages in. I am reading it on my Kindle, which I'm really excited about. I really want a Kindle read right now. Sounds nice. I have the physical copy. This is from the Fairy Loot Romantasy box. So it is a stunning book. But it is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, I think, and that's about all I know right now. So I'll keep you updated as I read. Hopefully I'll get more clips of me actually reading today, but I do have a lot of stuff I need to do around the house, so we'll see. Hi, friends. Honesty hour, okay. First of all, I never filmed like an end to this video. So sorry. We're doing it now though. Don't even worry. Here's the thing. I spun the wheel on day 6 and I spun 150. I did read 150 of Wren in the Holly Library. Well, my camera died, my microphone died. It just, I couldn't film any of that. And then day 7 was yesterday. I had too much work to do. I couldn't avoid everything again to do the last day. So I just could not dedicate an entire day to reading again. So I had to just take a fail for my last day, which I think is still pretty darn good if I say so myself, because over the 7 days I ended up reading 1,300 pages and I finished 4 books. That's crazy. But that's it. That's the end of this challenge for this past week. I read so much more than I would have read if I weren't doing this, but it did definitely get in the way of my schedule. This is not normal for me to read this much, and I had so many other things I needed to do. I had to move around my schedule quite a bit to accommodate for the pages that I picked, and I definitely regret putting 350 on here because that was so much to read in one day on top of everything else I'm also doing. But I did have a good time. I do see myself doing this again, so let me know down below if you liked it and if you would want to see this again. I think I would probably add in a 0 pages where basically like I could pick, I just need to read read more than one page, I would say. I would not do a 350. That was too much. I probably would be the most 300. But yeah, let me know down below if you want to see more of these. But that's it for this video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. If you enjoyed this reading challenge, I definitely plan on doing more videos like this in the future, so make sure to subscribe. I also have my Instagram, TikTok, Goodreads all linked down below, so definitely follow there for more lifestyle, life updates, content. I do post a lot about books and stuff on both my TikTok and my Instagram. I also post about my puppies a lot, so if you like the cutest puppies in the entire world, then definitely go follow me there. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, for suffering through this with me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!